What's up, y'all? Y'all know the other day was a little bit crazy. It was a little bit hectic. I'm coming back with part two of the 12 steps of opening up your business, a more grave, in-depth detail so that you guys can take your time, write the notes down, and understand fully what I was trying to convey. I only did such a quick video because I had multiple people, like I said, say, well, where's the video on the 12 steps? You said you would write, you'll come. So here I am. All right, let's get into it. I'm in my notes. I hope you're in yours too. Let's go. Number one was refine your business idea. You are identifying a problem. You are becoming the solution, okay, to what other people and organizations are having a problem with. I would definitely say that. You need to evaluate your strength and check your feasibility. What's feasibility? I would say consider whether your idea is realistic in the terms of cost, time, and the market demand. When I say evaluate your strengths, align the business idea with your own passion, skills, and experiences so you can stand out from other competition. A reason I wanted to touch base on that, and I wrote that down because a lot of people always hate their jobs, and I don't want you to hate your business like you hate your job. Okay? All right, number two, y'all. Conduct market research. Define your target customer. Who is your target audience? Who are the people you want to sell to? Who are the people you're going to get to buy your stuff? Okay. Understand demographics, preferences, behaviors, and purchasing habits. Those are very important. Analyze competitors. Okay. Identify what similar products, services exist. We call that a SWOT analysis where I'm from. Assess their strengths and weaknesses and look for gaps you can fill. Again, like I said in number one, you're becoming a solution. Okay. Validate the demand. Survey potential customers, run focus groups, or use online tools like Google Trends to gauge interest. You want people to be interested in what you're selling, or you're not going to get any sales. Okay. Number three is write a business plan. A well-structured business plan is super duper important. I cannot express that enough. Maybe we'll go over what a business plan needs to have in it in another video because that's something that you need to have fine-tuned way before you ever walk into a bank, okay? It needs an executive summary. Briefly outline your company's mission, product market, opportunity, and financial highlights. Market analysis, just like conducting your research, okay? Doing your research. Dive deeper into the industry trends, target market size, and competitors' landscape, all right? Product service description. Explain what you're selling. Explain what you're selling, people, because if I don't know, I can't buy it. Like, I cannot express that enough to people. Y'all, you'll be shocked, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. You'll be shocked. We need to know what it does, how it works. Why should we buy it? Don't tell us to hurry up and buy it. We don't know what we're buying. It makes no sense. Marketing and sales strategy. Let us know how you'll attract customers, okay? And retain them. Pricing, promotion, distribution are important when you're doing this particular step. You want to make sure you're ready to go. You can sell it. You can, get it going. Operations plan. Who gonna run the business? Who gonna run the day-to-day processes? Who gonna help you make sure that this business stays sustained? You need good customer service to be at the front of anything I'm doing. Those are the things we need to be talking about and thinking about when we're doing that particular step. Are you going to have technology needs? Do you need a merchant account? Are you going to get one of them square things where people can tap? That stuff is important. Management and organization. What's your leadership team going to look like? Do you have any advisors, consultants? What's your organizational structure? Very important, okay? Financial and funding requirements, y'all. Under this particular one, you need to include sales forecasts, operating costs, profit and loss statements, and funding needs, y'all. We need to know why we're giving you our money, what it's going towards, what are your projections, how do you think this is going to work out for you, where do you see yourself in the next few years, and how much money are you going to have made? It's a very, very good estimated, educated guess. You won't get it all the way right, but you should at least try to be realistic. Okay? Don't tell people you're gonna make $1 million and you ain't never sold nothing. I'm gonna make $1 million in 2 weeks and my business just gonna boom. I know y'all see those TikTok stories and those Instagram stories and those Facebook dreams, but that doesn't happen for everyone. So we're gonna be safe, okay? And we're gonna make sure we be realistic in our projections, and we're gonna make sure we space them out in year format. For my preference, I would like for you to do that. Number 4 is choose a legal structure. The structure you pick, man, listen, it affects your taxes, point blank. It's a liability exposure. It's an operational flexibility. You need to have all those conversations before you pick your structure. You have all those thought out, okay? You want to be a sole proprietor. I can never say that word, y'all. Do you want to be a sole proprietor? A sole proprietorship is the easiest to set up, but leaves you personally liable for any business that's. I do not recommend that. There are some people who do. But if they sue you directly. Okay? We don't want to do none of that. Partnership. 2 or more owners share profit, losses, and liabilities. That's a partnership. That's the easiest way to put it. Liability, aka LLC, limited liability companies offer personal liability protection and pass-through taxation. They'll hit the business before they hit you. That's the best way I can put that broken down to the ridiculous. They will hit the LLC before they hit your house. Okay? Corporation. Do you want to be a C Corp or S Corp? Highly, 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 highly recommend reading those because a lot of people make a mistake of becoming one or the other too fast, too soon, and it gets them in a lot of trouble. Okay. The tax forms are different. You have to be ready. We're going to go over the tax stuff in a whole nother video. Okay. Always, no matter what I'm saying to you, consult with an attorney. Consult with an attorney. Consult with an attorney. Consult with an attorney. Why? Because I'm not your attorney. I'm just somebody who is sharing things that you need to know, but you still need to make sure that you fully understand them past this video. When you're trying to put things on paper and you're trying to get things going and running, you have a reference, but I am not your attorney. Your attorney needs to fine tune every single thing that you want to do so that you are not hung up somewhere in the rapture later. Okay? I truly would appreciate that if all of y'all, and they're pro bono ones. So oh, attorneys are too high. Would you rather have them up front or be scrambling to find one later? Number 5, register your business and obtain licensing. What is that about? It's self-explanatory. You need to register, pick your state, register your business, y'all. After you register your business, you need to register for your license in the respective cities. So, do not thank you in business if you have not registered with your Secretary of State in the respective place where you plan to open up your business. Not everybody registers their business in the same state where they live due to their own preferences. I will not get into that on this video, but I highly recommend you talk to your attorney about what is the best state for my best particular business and go from there, okay? When registering, you need to register your business name. This could be a doing business as or fictitious name filing if you're not using your personal name. You should not be using your personal name in business unless you're a brand like myself. I am this person or such and such name LLC. You need to make sure that you treat your name, if you're going to use your name as a brand, exactly like these 12 steps. I'm not playing with y'all. Don't be like, I am the business, and you haven't put any legal structure behind it. And then you come calling me or put me in on your social media. Well, this lady said, everything you see me do has legal structure behind it. It has the EIN number, is registered with the Secretary of State. I have business licenses in several different cities. Listen, do your due diligence, do your research, do the work, and last but not least, consult with your attorney, okay? Always. File for formation documentation. For an LLC, submit an article of Ugh, an article of organization, y'all. I can always get them messed up. For a corporation, you submit an article of incorporation. They're two different things. Don't let anybody tell you that. And when you're talking nonprofit, you need to figure out whether you're going to be a stock or a non-stock corporation. They're asking you these things on the Secretary of State website. You have to read, you have to read, you have to read. You know, that's always what I'm talking to y'all about. Reading, okay? We're reading, we're making sure we understand. And if we don't understand, we're asking questions, y'all. We're not playing with our lives. We're not playing with our business. We're not playing with our livelihood, okay? Apply for an EIN number. How do you apply for an EIN number, Miss D? How do you apply for an EIN number? You do not go pay nobody $5,000 to apply for an EIN number. You go do it yourself for free. You get on to the website, the IRS website, okay? And you say, I want to apply for an EIN number. They'll walk you through the steps for free. Now, this is not to be confused with you paying for people's services and labor, because if you hire a consultant and they're doing business development and you're a startup and they're going to get you from point zero all the way to Z, you're going to pay for that EIN number as a part of their package because you're paying for their labor and time. You do not pay for the actual EIN piece of paper that they can give you digitally or mail to your house or your business address. That's not what you're paying for. Just want to specify because people be getting that mixed up, okay? So you go get your EIN number so that you can prepare your taxes. That is the biggest thing. Look at it like your business social. You need it, you guard it, you do not give it away. It is only for you and your attorney. That's it, that's all, okay? Obtain records and permits, okay? Industry specific licenses. Let's use an example like DPOR. If you're going to go out here and say, I am Johnny James LLC and I'm a class whatever contractor, if you're not in DPOR, you don't exist as a contractor. If you are in the city that says you cannot be in my city doing XYZ without coming down here to the Department of Treasury and doing, your business license, you're not in business. Now, there are some times where some of the business structures that may or may not be utilizing the city require you to have a business license. They'll say, well, you technically don't need one, but we still recommend. I recommend because if you go to try to apply for funding when that city gives out grants or anything, guess what they're going to tell you to have? Yes. They're going to tell you that you need to have a business license. Get the business license ahead of time. Don't waste your time scrambling to get it when the funding opportunity shows up. Always be prepared so you ain't got to get prepared. Okay? All right. Let's talk about number 6 is securing funding. How do we secure funding, y'all? By having all our documents in place. Having all of our documents in place is super duper important. Don't let anybody lie to you and say that's not true because it is. All of the first 5 steps is literally getting your paperwork together. Paperwork, 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 paperwork. Don't go hiring somebody and you ain't even got your paperwork together, my love. That's not how this works. You feel me? We on the same page here. Okay, moving on. Like I said, number 6 is securing funding. After you've gotten all the first 5 steps completed, done, up under your belt, and you're ready to roll into the bank, what does that look like? Figure out how much capital you need. How much money you want? You should know because that should be in your business plan. Anywho, bootstrapping. Use personal savings, credit, and reinvested revenue, okay? Family and friends. Ask for small investments from the people closest to you. If you come from a bad family, then ask the people, that are maybe your friends that you created a family with. I don't really have much advice there because I would personally, yeah, I'll leave that alone. Bank loans or SBA loans. Okay. Traditional financing often requires collateral. What's collateral? You have to be able to offer something in return, y'all. Like a good credit score. What's your credit score? You want to know your credit score way before you walk into a bank with that business plan. Because they're gonna say, ma'am, we're gonna need you to sign right here as a personal grantor. Are you gonna personal guarantee that if you don't pay us back this money, we're gonna come after you for our monies? You gotta be okay with that. There are products where you do not have to personally guarantee them. However, comma, if you're not coming in correct off the gate, you're definitely going to have to personally guarantee some things. Do not let these gurus lie to you because even though, oh, they're not gonna worry about your credit, you could just get whatever. Go on the bank and see. Then come back and tell me what would you get. Investors trade equity in your company for capital and expertise. This is definitely a for-profit situation. I rarely see it done in a nonprofit situation, but you want to know angel investors to help you with your startup, and they'll say, okay, well, what do I get out of it? It got to make sense to them, and they'll give you the money. Okay? Crowdfunding, leverage online platforms like Indigo, no, it's Indiegogo, I think, and Kickstarter to raise small amounts of money from many contributors all across the world who believe in your cause, all across the world. I'm tongue-tied today, y'all. I told you I was coming to slow down. I think I'm going too slow. Oh, Jesus. Number 7, develop your product or service. Like I told y'all, I say product and service because if you have a product that you are very vast in and you're very knowledgeable about it, I'm sure you can consult with other people who want to get into that space. Don't block your revenue streams when you can get paid to help somebody or give them advice on how to get to where they're trying to go. Okay. At minimum, you need to know your MVP, your minimum viable product. Start with a basic version of your product or service to test and market quickly. What is an example of something you can test and market quickly? Your hoodie, your piece of cake, your tea at a vendor event, those type of things. Like try something that's not going to take 8 years to develop and see if it works. Okay. Incorporate feedback, gather real user feedback, and iterate until you have a product that truly resonates with the customers. You want great reviews, like you be seeing them people eat their food for the first time. They be like, oh my God. That's the responses you want. They may like be like that all the time, but I would like for y'all to have the ability to know the best case scenario every time we talk. You want people to be like, this is amazing. Everybody should try this. I love what you're doing in the community. I love what you've done with your business. Wow, you've taken that company from A to Z in only 6 months. Wow, you replaced yourself with an even better person of expertise. Like, people need to know you care about them, bro. Like, that's just how I feel about it. I'm never going to change my mind about that. You always want to resonate with the customers because your customers are your best marketers. Word of mouth marketing is the best of marketing you could ever have. Like, don't let anybody lie. Like, if I sell you something today and it's awesome and your experience was awesome and someone else sees you enjoying it, they're going to say, oh, where you get that from? Well, come on in. I got this from XYZ. And now that person is searching me up. And I'm going to give them the same experience. And then they're going to just continue to grow my business and my brand because I was kind, because I had good customer service, because I treated them like they were human and not robots. And I made sure they knew I don't only want your money, I want you as a return customer. That's important in this space, okay? Remember that. All right? Protect your intellectual property. I cannot express this one enough. I start yelling every time I think about it. Trademarks, copyrights, patents, all of it. Okay? Protect it because if it's not protected, people can take it. They will take it. They will not give you any remorse. They won't feel sorry for you. They're taking your money and they're leaving. They're taking your logo. They're leaving. They're taking your business idea. They're leaving. You know what they're going to do once they leave? They're going to skyrocket past you and you're going to be like, hey, that's mine. Do you think they care? No, they don't. One day I'll tell y'all how one of my programs got stolen. And I simply just sent a cease and desist because I was already, together, but they didn't think I was. So, anywho, moving on. Protect that IP, bro. IP stands for intellectual property. Okay? Trademark it. If ever in doubt, do it. Should I do this? That means do it. This is too good. Maybe I should do it. Call your attorney, get it trademarked, get it patent, get it copywritten, take advantage, okay? Because what this helps is you secure a competitive advantage. Nobody can come for you or steal your things, and nobody can say that you stole from them. My whole pinup then came down, y'all. It is, ooh, yeah, dye my hair and anywho. Build your team is number 8, y'all. Build your team. Identify key roles. You want to know the structure of operations that you want in your business, okay? You want to make sure you consider co-founders, managers, technical experts, sales, and customer support roles. Customer service is key in your business. I cannot express that enough. Do not hire nobody who don't have good customer service, because if you are in any type of direct service, y'all, bruh, you're going to have to hire people who comprehend this is about the customer experience and not about you. Yes, you may get some angry folk. Learn how to de-escalate them, calm them down, or give them along to someone else who can do it. Don't ever go back and forth with them. Don't try to fight them. The stuff I see online is crazy. But anywho, define roles and responsibilities. We need clear job descriptions, people. Clear, crystal. I love y'all. But these job descriptions need to be clear. You cannot expect me to know what I'm supposed to do, and this is your place of work. Like, what? Well, D, we've hired you today. We want you to come up in here and just turn the whole thing around. Okay, how would you like me to do that? I just work here. I need some rules and regulations, some standards, responsibilities, and roles put in place, because if I don't, then ain't no boundaries. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna do what I want up in here. And then you're gonna be mad when I do what I want up in here and tell people that I messed up your stuff. Did I mess up your stuff? Or did you mess up your stuff? Because you ain't know what you wanted me to do. Anywho, develop onboarding processes. Why is this so important? It's important to me personally because I work in for-profit and nonprofit simultaneously, and I'm a firm believer of systems runs businesses. That's my next video, by the fact. I got my notes right here. Systems. Um, Systems run businesses. I feel like you should really, really take the time to put a system in place for the people, places, things, any of the stuff you have in accordance with your business to ensure that it goes smoothly. If I'm coming in, I should know exactly what to do, how to do it by the time I'm done with the onboarding. If there's a training, I need to know. Okay, if there's orientation, I need to know. If I have to shadow somebody that's in the workplace, I need to know. Like, I don't want to be lost. Like, as an employee, I feel like people be lost and then we get upset with them because we're not ready to even have an employee yet. We haven't even went through step 1 through 5 and we already on 8. How you got a team and you ain't got your paperwork together? How you got a team and you ain't done your SWOT analysis? How do you know this even a good business idea that's not oversaturated? And I don't believe in oversaturated. I'm just telling y'all what the world thinks. Because I believe that nobody can do what you're doing better than you. But hey, I was raised that way. Everybody's not raised that way. You get what I'm saying? So, like, really take the time to make sure you provide training and resources to the new hires, even the old hires. Like, keep training them throughout the process. Like, if anything changes, if anything innovates and becomes better, bring it on in, reel it in, help people understand your vision, make sure they're coherent. Okay. Make sure they understand the culture and the expectations of your brand, because if they don't understand the culture, they're going to bring their culture. And sometimes that's not a good idea. Okay. So moving on. Number 9, create a marketing and sales strategy. Like, yo, y'all lucky because I really dove deep doing my research, putting this little document together. I had AI help me out a little bit to make it pretty so I could stay on track, because sometimes I get like, and I want to make sure this was laser focused into the people who needed to know this information. Branding, okay? Branding and messaging, develop a clear message because people need to know what you're selling. Like, your logos matter, the colors matter, the value propositions matter. Like, you can't come in here and say I'm a luxury company, but you selling something for $1. They're gonna be like, "Ooh, what is this? Is it luxury, but it's cheap?" Hmm. Look, one, like, don't play. Like, come correct, okay? Make sure that what you're saying makes sense. Like, I am Don Quita Clements is a brand. I make sure everybody know that, hey, you can do all things through the Lord who strengthens you, okay? But I also tell people faith without work is dead. So if you're not willing to do the work, we can't work together. People know that about me. You gonna get a hoodie or you may get a suit. You may get these big glasses or you may get some Cartier frames. You may get a blonde blowout or you may get a red wig. I let people know, do not expect me to be in a box because I'm not boxable. My brand, I'm known as the disruptor. They know that I'm coming in to disrupt all the normalcy in here, but I'm getting you on the right track. It's a good trouble, not a bad trouble. They know that about me. I want this thing to be spiritually aligned. I don't want you just doing stuff because you heard it could make some money. My brand is serious to me. Like, I am not going to allow me to work with you if you don't know what your brand even is. Now, if I'm coming in to help you figure that out and you're not receptive, I gotta go. But if you are receptive, guess what, y'all? I got your back. Like, I'm here for you. I'm gonna answer your phone calls. I'm gonna answer your text message. Now, sometimes I get busy. Y'all know I got 5 children and a husband, but I always respond. People know that. Like, up front, I'm telling you, like, do not expect none of that normal corporate America. Been there, done that. It doesn't work for everybody. So I'm going to meet you exactly where you are. I'm going to speak to you with kindness and respect and love, but I have to tell you truth that you may not like. And as long as you're okay with that, we'll get really far. If we get through to a place where I feel like as a life coach, I see a space where I need to maybe life coach you there, I'm not even going to charge you. I'm going to just start. I'm gonna just pour into you. I'm gonna tell you that you need to believe in yourself. I'm gonna give you some steps to do so. I'm gonna offer you some books. That's what it's like working with me. I listen to you tell me how your mother was horrible, but then I'm gonna follow up and I'm gonna say, well, you can't let that hold you back. Okay, she may have been horrible, but she was doing exactly what she thought was okay. And we have to give grace and mercy just like we want it, but we also have to learn how to grow and develop past those hurts and pains so that we don't allow it to keep us boxed in or stagnant. I get busy. So when I say I'm marketing myself. I like to show up in every room myself. If I'm feeling rugged, sluggish today, I'm gonna have a hat on in a hoodie. If I'm cold, I got on a hoodie. In certain rooms, I can't wear this. I know that I have to put on a suit. I know the difference between front stage and backstage. Meeting me and working with me, you get all of that up front. Here you go. You get the power of choice. So this area is so important to me, y'all, because people don't take it as serious as they should. Like, creating a marketing sales strategy, knowing, helping people understand your brand, helping people understand your messaging, like who you are and what you're willing to do. Let's talk about the flip side of that. Let's talk about being a pick Misha or a pick Mark. Boys too. I get on both sides. Don't be out here being willing to do any and everything for anybody. You're gonna go to jail. I said it. You're gonna go to jail. And I'm not gonna be there to help you. I can't bail you. I can't bail every last one of y'all out. I ain't got that much money. My money for my kids. Well, Miss D, he told me that he would do this, and then I ended up in Miss D. That lady said, be safe, pay attention, always be aware of your surroundings, read. Because just because a brand looks good doesn't mean it's doing the best. Some startups are making trillions of dollars. And there's businesses who've been in business for 50 years and they haven't even maxed out. You just have to really, really, really be careful out here and make sure that you are not looking like a person that's willing to go for whatever, because you're not. You're not down for whatever. You're not. The only thing and people you should be down for whatever for is yourself and your family. And sometimes you even gotta look at them with the side eye like, what? This is business. This ain't personal. I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry, but I don't have the capacity. Get in the habit of saying no to things that don't make sense, okay? When we talking about branding and messaging, because some people will look and be like, they're working with that company that did that person dirty. I might not want to deal with them. That's a part of your marketing. You got to be able to clean that stuff up if it get bad. PR is crazy. We'll talk about that in a whole nother video. Moving on, because that will make me rant, okay? So branding and messaging is really important to me, as you can see. The next one is online presence. Make sure that how many times have I said this to y'all? Probably like 100 in this week. Make sure your website and social media make sense. You probably want to, ain't no probably, you need to invest in SEO so that you can appear at the top of the list. Remember, I told y'all we talked about people paying for ads and all that. When you talking business, you want to get in front of as many people that need your service or product as possible. You're going to spend some money on marketing so you can get sales. Because remember, if you're not getting sales, you don't have a business. You just have a really expensive hobby. Content marketing. What we doing right now? You can do this too. I done told y'all. I had to stop worrying about the quality. I had to stop worrying about the perfection. You put more money into the perfection, but you ain't getting no money back. That's dumb. I'm just gonna say it. That's dumb. I do not want to be out here. No, no, no. I don't want to be spending more money on content creation than I'm getting back in my house. We'll go over how I make my videos and how so many of them come out so fast in another video, but like, use your blogs, okay? Use your videos, use your podcasts to show your expertise and attract leads. I tell y'all in almost every video, if you want to hire me, it's easy to find me. I give you my email address. Y'all know how to find me up here, so you can definitely look me up on Google and find my other social medias. It's word of mouth marketing. And all I'm doing is using my content to push it forward to more people. YouTube is suggesting these videos to y'all every time I post them. I'm grateful because y'all know this stuff can get real expensive. Paid advertising. Like I said, you're going to run some ads, honey. Facebook, LinkedIn, other platforms where you can find your target audience. You want to get in front of those people. You have to. If you want sales, you're gonna have to get out of that comfort zone of, oh, I ain't gotta go outside. You hear all this faceless profile stuff. That stuff is dope, but it needs to make sense. The faceless profile needs to be about your business so that people can know they need to buy stuff from you. A whole bunch of quotes is cool, but is that getting you sales? No, it's not. So And networking and partnerships. Listen, your network is your net worth, okay? Make sure you're around the people that make sense. Like, if you're the smartest person in the room, you probably need to find another room. Um, just being honest, I hate being the smartest person in the room, y'all. My hoodie just all scrunched up. I hate being the smartest person in the room. It does not suit me. I don't like it. Okay. Go to industry events, okay? Collaborate with businesses, join professional associations. Let people market your business for you that say they care about you, and you do them the same barter. Like, help them out. They help you, you help them. It's simple. Okay? We lit. Number 10. Set up operations and internal processes. Sounds like this keeps coming up, the systems portion, right? Because again, y'all, systems run businesses. I don't care what nobody tell you. If you see a business that looks like it's going wonderful and the person that's owning it looks very, very, very healthy and less stressed, they have systems in place to make things go the way they need to go. All right. Financial management. All right. Implement accounting software. QuickBooks, Zero, track expenses, revenue, and make sure you are tracking your taxes. You don't want to get in trouble with the IRS. That's all I'm saying. Straight up. Customer relationship management is called a CRM. Y'all heard the word CRM. They don't never break these acronyms down. So I'm doing that for you today. Okay. Use the CRM to manage leads, client data, and follow up effectively. You need to make sure you're following up with any and everybody as fast as possible, even if they don't show you signs of, oh, I'm gonna buy right now. It's the fact that they're interested. Treat them as if they're buying something. I promise you, if they don't buy it today, they're gonna come back if they get a good experience. I've had people ask me questions about what I do. Of course, I keep it as minute as I can so they not, I don't know if they're trying to steal my stuff, y'all. So I tell them, and next thing you know, they're like, oh, I can't do it right now, but I'll be back. I've never had a person tell me that they're coming back that didn't come back because of the experience that I create for them. Some people say, oh, I can't afford you right now. Okay, when I'm running a discount, them the people the first one in line. I'm not mad. I'm happy. You gotta know what you can afford. I'm not upset with you. So yeah, don't forget them CRMs. They're super, super important. Follow up is super, super important. Standard operating procedures. You will hear so many times in your business life. What are your SOPs? This document shows how tasks are carried out every single day, okay? Onboarding customers, producing goods, delivering services, where and how something should be handled if something happens. Like, it's so, so, so important to have your documentation in place. Here we are, right back at documentation, right? So be mindful, y'all. Like I said, I try to break this stuff down to the ridiculous because you deserve to know it in a manner that doesn't scare you away. Everybody can do this. Everybody can do this. Okay? Everybody. Don't forget your HR policies. Develop employee handbooks, set up payroll, and ensure compliance and labor laws are up to par. Make sure you have here's the newest one that I think everybody should have, a social media policy. I feel like everybody should have a social media policy amongst all the regular SOPs and the what is it? The conflict resolution policies and the HR policy, the payroll policy. You need to make sure you implement this new one because people get on social media and go crazy. Like, whoa. But if you make them sign something before, they can't. Always stay ahead of the game. You ain't got to get ready for the game. Number 11, y'all, launch and iterate. Soft launch or beta tests. Introduce a product service to a small group for final testing. What does that mean? Think about your iPhone. When they be like, do you want to get the update and see the new emojis before everybody else? If somebody has a bakery, they'll say, hey, this is our soft launch. We would love for you to come out and taste the cakes that we're going to start with, or the cookies, or the whatever. And you show up for them and you help them out and you say, okay, I can come to that. It's not a free for all, everybody come that day. It's some real intimate situation. And you let people know, like, hey, I really want your real feedback. We're in the final stages. This is the last quarter. We're about to open the doors. Can you give me your feedback? You want to do that because you don't want to go out here and think that you got it all and then ain't nobody done tried nothing. You said you got a software, ain't nobody done checked it and tested it. You say you in tech, ain't don't nobody know about you. You say you about to bake or cook, ain't nobody ever had a piece of chicken or a piece of cake. Do the soft launch, okay? Get real feedback, take it, and don't be unreceptive. Be receptive, okay? Be helpable, be teachable, always, like God said. Then after you do that and you get your good feedback and they like this the one, like, yeah, cuz you did your thing. Woohoo. Full launch, go crazy. Expand your marketing efforts, track your results, and refine strategies as you go. What does that mean? Throw it out there. Get your feedback. Everybody ain't gonna like what you did. Some people gonna hate on you, and that's okay. But make sure you're reading through the emotional things and making sure you're applying what people are saying that matters to your product and their service so you can continue to grow. You don't want to tank. You don't want to get in a space where you're like, I ain't gotta listen to nobody. Okay. Not even not even a customer. Okay. Gather data and feedback, y'all. Make sure you're taking that feedback very seriously. Make sure you're using it to build new things or launch new programs or, fill in blanks or gaps or fill voids. Make sure the metrics make sense. Check your sales, check your website traffic, do customer satisfaction surveys. Like there's so many things you guys can do to make sure that these areas are okay or whether or not they need improvement. Okay. Take this stuff serious. All right. Pivot or scale. Figure out if this isn't working, what am I supposed to do and how fast do I need to do it? If it's going awesome, you scale. How can I get this bigger? How can I get more buy-in? How can I get more investors? The goal in business is to know when to hold them and know when to fold them, as the old folks like to say. Okay? Last but not least, you guys, number 12. We did that, right? This was a long video. It was drawn out, but it's because I promised that I would come back and give it in detail. So we reached the finish line. This is number 12. Continuously monitor and improve. Why do we monitor our business? Why are we tracking our metrics? Why are we looking over and reviewing the feedback and the data? Because we want to make sure that what we're doing is working and we're not wasting our money or our time or others' time either. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Know that if this is not working, see what you can do to make it work. And if you get to a place where there's nothing you can do, accept that. You can do something else. It's not over if it doesn't work out. You can do something different. Take that, figure out what worked about it and do that if necessary. Just make sure you're always looking at your finances. Don't get beside yourself and think, oh, I've made a lot of money and go spend crazy. The business needs money to keep going, okay? Not a joke. The business needs the money to keep going. You're not making money, the business is making money. You can put yourself on payroll, but do that legally and properly so that your business is paying taxes for you as an employee and you're getting a W-2. There's some people who do the, direct draw, but set it up properly so you can make sure you're safe. Track all your spending habits, tracks all your expenses. Just make sure you're doing things in decency and order so that you don't go having to hire me for cleanup. And I'm going to try to probably send you to my friends because I don't like doing stuff like that no more. I like this. I know how. Don't mean I want to. Okay? Monitor your cash flow. Monitor your profitability. Monitor your burn rate if you're funded by an investor. Investors want their money back. So make sure you're holding a tight clench, on that type of stuff. Market trends. Stay up to date on industry development. Adjust your offerings to remain relevant. Some people bow out gracefully because they like nobody is interested anymore. You didn't switch anything up. Like, don't be afraid to switch stuff up, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's why you see restaurants be like, oh, we have this new thing. We're going to do this big marketing campaign behind this new drink or this new food item that keeps it relevant, that keeps people wanting to come, that keeps people wanting to try new things. And then they keep their normal customer base, but then they expand it as well. Okay. Customer relationship building. Respond to feedback promptly, promptly and properly, promptly and properly. Fast and respectful. For those of you who like fast and respectfully. We don't just use that when we're being disrespectful. We should be respectful, period. Okay. Foster loyalty through excellent support and commitment and engagement. The customer experience, I always tell y'all, like, you have to create an experience for these people if you want their money. I don't just want to give you my money. You got to make me feel like, are you worthy of these dollars? They treat me nice. Girl, why are you driving 30 minutes away? Girl, they treat me so good. I'd rather spend my money with them. They respect me. They treat me with kindness. They offer me, a drink or something for free, little loyalty rewards points, something, an incentive. Make it worth their while. Okay? Like I said, this video has came to an end, so we're going to go over the key takeaways. Okay? Plan thoroughly. Okay? Your business plan has to be solid. Do your research. Do your research. There are critical things that need to be considered before you ask people for money. Like, can you pay it back? Most important question. Do you really need to take on any more debt right now? Do you need to pay some things down before you start this up? Stay compliant. Choose the right legal structure. Pay attention. Talk to your attorney. Register your business properly. Get necessary permits and licenses. Don't be out here telling people you can build houses from the ground up. You ain't even took the test. Manage your finances wisely. Don't spend all your money too quick. Know the difference between profits and expenses. Know when you have ghost profits, because that's not good. I'm putting all my money in, but I'm only getting my money out. You're not getting a profit then. Okay? That's important to know. Do you have business property? Are you working on long-term visibility? Is your business going to be viable for long-term based off of how you're tracking your money that's coming in? Can you pay for all the expenses of the business with the money that's coming in? If not, we might need to have a sit down. Focus on value. Develop marketing strategies that lets people know, like, we are going to be the safest option in place for you to spend your money. Like, come to us because we're the better one. Let us show you. And then show them. Don't just say it. Solve the people problem. Like, that's what they want. People want you to solve their problem. People want you to make life easier for them. I do. I'm telling y'all, I do not have it in me to just give you my money and then not know, like, you're not going to solve my problem. That don't make sense. It don't resonate with me. Might resonate for somebody else, but don't resonate with me. Last but not least, adapt and grow. You can do all things through God, okay? Now, don't be out here telling people that you out here doing some foolishness and it's of the kingdom, because I'm going to talk about you to your face. Don't be playing about God, okay? But if you know God has given you this vision He's downloaded it into you and said, hey, take this and help my children in the world. Do that. Don't be disobedient. You'll regret it. The longer you're disobedient, the more you block your blessings. I learned that the hard way. Okay? Use this business to be a touch point to the kingdom. Remember, you're trying to offer these people solutions. Clearly, they already have enough problems. That's why they're looking for a solution. Be that solution and be it properly. Be such a great solution that they come back over and over and over again. And that's how you stay in business, my friend. Doing all these things in the manner and order that I told y'all today, I once again feel like you just can't lose. Can't lose if you do it the right way, y'all. That's it for today. I feel like I didn't beat y'all up enough. I didn't bore y'all with all my legalities. And I hope you have a wonderful day.